Hello, I'm Stitch, and one of my interests is obsessing over fictional worlds and characters. More recently, these. Hazbin Hotel and HELLUVA are some of my favorite shows of all time. As a queer artist, Vivziepop's HELLUVerse is seriously everything I wanted and needed. And I literally can't remember a time in the past 5 years where at least one of these shows didn't occupy my brain space. So I wanted to design a character that could exist in the world, specifically a Hellborn citizen from HELLUVA. Let's begin. A little bit of context if you haven't seen the shows before. In this version of Hell, there are 7 rings representing a different deadly sin, and in these rings dwell a bunch of different Hellborns. Unlike sinners, the Hellborns can reproduce, so there's a bunch of fun design potential there. I first went into this with the intent to make a hybrid of 2 different Hellborns. This was the very first sketch. Then I tried out a bunch of different combos, leaning more toward a Baphomet looking side, but I wasn't really feeling most of them. I kinda got ahead of myself anyways, so I backed up and made a bunch of silhouettes. I wanted to try out making one of the aquatic demons from the Envy Ring. We still don't know much about it, just that it has an ocean. So my only point of references were Glitz and Glam, that one Karen, and a bunch of background characters. I wanted to try out a design inspired by a flying squid. The main things I wanted to have were some kind of long tendrils, rounded corners, and something to make it possible for the character to leap or glide out of the ocean. In the end, I chose this one. The outfit and face came together pretty instant, I'll be honest. Thankfully, HELLUVerse outfits aren't too detailed. I assume to make it easier for animation. Makes it easier on me, I'm not complaining. I hate designing outfits. I then tried a bunch of different color palettes, but I couldn't decide on one, so I came by later and eventually combined a couple to get this. And now I'll talk about what you see on screen here. I wanted to make a character sheet while trying to replicate the show's style, so I modified a brush to make the line art more stable, and I really focused on having those simple shapes. I noticed a lot of the line art and characters was either round or it was sharp corners. So I made her hair kind of like in the shape of a squid. The top is like the squid's head, and then her long hair is like the squid's tentacles. She still has horns and a spade-shaped tail. Even if the Envy Ring demons are still mostly based on sea creatures, I noticed a lot of them still have horns at the very least. For her clothes, I thought it'd be most practical for it to be flowy and lightweight. I was thinking that she would prefer that to make it easier to swim. Pants and shoes didn't seem possible on her because of her leg fins. And she doesn't seem the type to be wearing a dress or a full-on skirt. So spandex shorts it is. And now I'll see you after coloring time. Voiceover me is back. Next, you'll see me try to replicate the kind of lighting you'd see in the show. Like the rim lighting along the edges, and also their eyes glow sometimes. So that's what I did. I made her eyes glow, and also I gave her patterns to look like bioluminescent spots, and they will also glow. And another thing, I added a tiny little her in the top corner to kind of show what she'd look like swimming. I kind of imagine her hair is used as like flaps. I don't know. Basically like propelling herself through the water or kind of gliding along like a manta ray would. And with that, she's mostly done. In the end, I couldn't really think of anything to call her but Lumi. I was kind of thinking like illuminating because she glows a bit. Let me know in the comments if you want me to design more Helliverse characters. Maybe I could even do some redesigns of characters already existing. Like, comment, and subscribe, all of that if you want more art videos. And thanks for watching. Bye!